3, 2, 1. Hey guys, it's Gear Productions coming at you with another video again. This time I have some Titanfall gameplay for you. This is my first game that I played on multiplayer. I think the game mode is called Attrition. So it's just going to be a little overview, just talking about what my thoughts were about Titanfall and everything. So the main points of all of this, and there's only 3 that I have, that I had listed while I was playing the game. So first main point, there is a ton of customization. Okay, the customization options have been expanded. It's way better than the first Titanfall. You can add camos to your weapons. You could change the color of your pilot. I believe you could also change your calling cards, emblems. It's basically like Call of Duty with their customization options. What else? Second main point is that at first it's really hard to get used to, because I don't know about you guys, but when I play the Call of Duty games or for any first person shooter, I like to switch my triggers from the L2 and the R2 to the L1 and the L2. I think it's just called flip. When you like flip those controllers, instead of using the bottom triggers, you use the top triggers for aiming and shooting. Titanfall didn't have this option. It didn't give you an option to do that, so I was very disappointed. I tried looking everywhere for that option, because I'm really not used to using the bottom triggers for shooting. So that's why I said it's hard to get used to, because you have to get used to those triggers and shooting, because in my opinion, when you use the top triggers, it's a quicker reaction time, and with the bottom triggers you have to actually like push the trigger all the way down, and sometimes I don't push the trigger all the way down, or there have been moments in the game where like I want to shoot, but instead I throw a grenade and I forget that the bottom triggers are the ones for shooting and aiming, so I mess up a lot. What else? Another main point is that the Titans have a well amount of health. Okay, I honestly think that they have just a slight little bit of less health from the first game, but that's okay. Honestly, the Titans aren't overpowered. I love how the game gives you a ton of options to face the Titans. For example, there's my favorite option is just getting on the back of one of the enemy Titans and taking their battery away, and then just giving it to an ally of my team, you know, because then that takes away their health and then gives health to your allies' Titans. So another thing that I also like too is that I feel like the Titans are pretty well balanced within like weapons and damage. There's also these cards that you can apply that make your Titan stronger, or that make your pilot stronger. For example, I have this card equipped in this gameplay called Amped Up, and what it does is it basically increases the damage of your weapon and increases the accuracy when you activate it. The card can't be used for the whole game. I believe you can only use it when it tells you to. I'm not sure what the limit for that is, but every time it appears on my screen that I could use the card, then I have the option of using the card, and once I die, I can't use the card anymore. Like, the card is not continuous, it doesn't keep going. Another thing that I wanted to point out too is how can I say this better? I was gonna say movability, but that doesn't sound better. The mechanics basically it's very smooth when you run through walls. When you run against walls, it's very smooth when you're using that grappling hook. I didn't find much trouble getting anywhere, climbing buildings or anything like that. It was really surprising to me. The last Titanfall game, I honestly had a lot of trouble traversing and wall running and all of that, and it wasn't too enjoyable for me. Most of the time I was boots on the ground, as they say, and I wouldn't really go up to buildings unless I was trying to get an enemy from up on top of the building. But I didn't use that much. But here in the gameplay, I use the grappling hook like all the time, and it's really smooth. And I don't know, I just feel like I like using it, you know. because it's not like you throw the grappling hook to a wall, you know, and it doesn't like, for example, let's say you throw it to like the building of a wall. It doesn't like just literally like hit the wall and then let you fall, you know, like it grabs the wall, you know, it grapples the wall, and you then, after you're out of like rope, then you climb the wall and like get up to the top, you know, or you use your jetpacks to like get up to the top. So that's great, you know. It's not like I wasn't hitting any barriers or hitting any walls. It was really flexible, the mobility of this game. I really liked it, how there was like so many different angles that I could face my enemies. There were so many different angles that I could face the Titans, and you know, you could rodeo them. You can take out your grenade launcher, your secondary weapon, to just fire at them, or you could be in a Titan yourself and take them on one, you know. And that's what I find that is the strength of this game. The strength of this game is that it has so many options. You have so many routes to go to that one player, you know, is not gonna be bored of this soon. You know what I mean? It's not boring. You could do millions of things here, and millions of tricks. You can slide and shoot, and it's a really good game. Other than that, I don't really see anything bad. I've only played the first mission of the campaign, and so far it's really good. I felt really emotionally attached to the Titan called BT, and I mean, I felt like I'm not going to spoil anything for you. Actually, I was gonna spoil something, but it's alright. When you guys get to the campaign, you guys will see everything for yourselves. But I feel like the prologue, or the beginning, like really sets you up to be in that atmosphere of that Titanfall world, that type of mech feeling, you know. It gets you really emotionally attached with the Titan, and the Titan like guides you and like tells you where to go. I also loved how in the game there's like a ton of obstacles you have to go through, like wall running and you know, traversing and all that. And if you don't know how to get like to a certain destination by wall running, you just step back and it gives you the option to see a ghost. Now what that is basically a hologram of your character, and if you press, I believe, the down button on the directional pad, the ghost starts like, and it basically starts moving, and it creates an animation where it shows you where to go. So for example, let's say there's one wall on the left and then one wall on the right. If I activate my ghost, then my ghost will go on the right wall and I can see him running, and then he'll go on the left wall, and then like he'll show me how to get like over to the other side, and then I can just copy the same thing that the ghost does. So there's a lot of guidance in that part, and I like that very much. Other than that, I think the reviews for this game from IGN and Game Informer, they're pretty accurate. It is a good game. It's very standard, but for Titanfall, you know, and especially for a new developer that has only created one game before, it's a pretty good game. It's a good entry. I'm not going to say I praise it, but I give props. I give props to the developers for this game. It's really enjoyable. All my friends are talking about it, and this is gonna be here in my game library for quite a while, and I'm gonna be trying to grind and level up on this game for quite a while. Alright guys, well, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. Comment down on what you want me to talk about next. Thank you for watching, and also the Infinite Warfare video will be coming soon. I'll be doing a little review about that too. And then remember guys, about like a week after, I want to do a couple of days at least after, I'll play both games, you know, see how they are in comparison, and then I will, you know, decide which one's better and which one has its pros and cons, you know. So thank you guys for watching. Like I said, please like and subscribe. comment down on what you want me to talk about next, and I'll see you guys later.